If you tuned into the Giants games this season, there's a good chance you saw the ground shake. Rookie running back Skattebo, nicknamed the human bowling ball, has been crashing into NFL life headfirst. Literally, he's tougher than he looks, faster than many expect, and braver than most would dare to be in today's modern NFL. Through 6 weeks, he's racked up 82 carries for 338 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, and added 155 receiving yards on 20 catches. Show stat card: 2025 weeks 1 to 6, 82 car, 338 YDS, 5 TD/20 REC, 155 YDS quote bracket. In week 2, when Tyrone Tracy Jr. went down with a shoulder injury, the young rookie got a chance.
100 seconds left in this first quarter. Those swing by Wilson and Tyrone Tracy. Collision on the sideline, and Tracy walking Tyrone Tracy up. Ginger with that right arm that got sandwiched in there.
And seized it. The Giants leaned on Cam. He responded with 10 carries for 60 yards and a rushing touchdown, plus 6 receptions for 61 yards, forcing 7 missed tackles. That performance earned him a Pepsi Rookie of the Week nomination, and week by week, Skattebo has delivered. In week 3, with more volume, he punched in a 24-yard run, his longest so far, and bulldozed through opposing defenders, showing that his debut game wasn't a fluke. By week 6, he had his biggest night yet. He rushed 19 times for 98 yards and 3 touchdowns, and caught 2 passes as well. That effort helped the Giants upset the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles and earned him a FedEx Air and Ground Player of the Week nod. He also showed versatility.
Skattebo breaking free, trying to get the edge, broken tackle, first down Skattebo, and finally knocked out.
Against the Chiefs, he spun off defenders for an 11-yard gain on a run, and in other games, the Giants have schemed touches out of the backfield to get him involved in the passing game. To understand why Skattebo opened this season with authority, you have to go back to Arizona State. That's where he refined the tools he's now unleashing in the NFL. At ASU, he led the team in rushing with 909 yards and 9 touchdowns, while adding 319 receiving yards and even throwing a 52-yard touchdown pass. He wasn't just their running back, he was the engine of their entire offense. One of his most memorable college games came against Washington when he logged over 150 all-purpose yards, hurdled defenders, and dragged others downfield. That was the game that made people say, "This guy is built different." ASU fans celebrated him like he was bulletproof because he often acted like it. That kind of identity doesn't just vanish in the pros, it amplifies. Before the NFL, before the nicknames and highlight clips, there was one game that truly defined Skattebo's legend: the 2023 Peach Bowl versus Texas. It wasn't just a good game, it was historic. Facing a loaded Longhorns defense, Skattebo exploded for over 190 rushing yards and 3 total touchdowns, including a 65-yard breakaway that felt like something out of a video game. He caught passes out of the backfield, bulldozed linebackers on 3rd down, and refused to go down on first contact. And by halftime, commentators were calling him unblockable.
And into the end zone goes Malik McClain. Pass to Jake the Snake.
Every run had an extra push. Every hit drew a gasp from the crowd. It was one of those performances where everyone watching knew they were witnessing something special. The exact moment a college player turns into an NFL prospect. Arizona State didn't just win that Peach Bowl. They did it behind Skattebo's relentless willpower. His 190-plus rushing yards set a bowl game record for the program, and his 3-touchdown outing cemented him as one of the toughest backs in the country. That night, he wasn't just a player, he was a force of nature. And that same attitude and the same refusal to back down is what the Giants are seeing now every Sunday. He balances 2 traits people rarely put together: force and flair. When defenders try to stop him, he doesn't shy away, he doesn't dance around, he meets you. If you put your shoulder in, he'll bump you back. That's toughness, that's confidence, that's "I'm going where I want." But he also has this subtle shift in gears. He can bounce outside when it opens. He can catch out of the backfield, which creates mismatches. He's got hands, he's got vision, he's got hiccups, like that one fumble, but they're few. What's wild is how he's already stretching defense's attention. He's demanding respect as a dual threat even early on, and that opens things for his quarterback, for receivers, and for his own future runs. When you watch him, you can't help but feel that every play might turn into something chaotic and in the best possible way.
Running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
So far, Skattebo has delivered more than most rookies do in their first 6 games, but there are always caveats. Can he stay healthy? He's already had a bit of injury concern. There were reports of a hamstring issue during camp. The Giants even signed veteran Jonathan Ward to bolster the backfield. Then there's consistency. Not every game has been perfect. In one matchup, he had a fumble deep in opponent territory that cost momentum, but in other games, he's shown he can handle the load. Also, as Tracy returns and the backfield share shifts, the Giants will have to manage his touches.
Theory, ramrodding his way,
And
well,
the
he's
next
only
thing-
5'9".
and then all of a sudden, the defense is like, wait, he's coming out of here. He just keeps his legs going. He's always got his legs churning.
He's yet to play a full-throttle 100% bell cow role, but if he continues, you can bet they'll lean on him heavily. And 6 weeks. Skattebo has done something rare. He's turned from a curious rookie into a player you plan for. Opposing teams game plan for him. They load boxes. They spy him. He's not the unheralded rookie surprise anymore. He's a known issue. His 5 rushing touchdowns tie him among the league's early leaders, and in a league where scoring often defines reputation, that's significant this early in his career. Beyond stats, his identity is becoming woven into the Giants' identity. New York teams have always loved players who embody toughness and grit. Skattebo fits that mold perfectly, and he's doing it with style. He forces defenses to stay honest, opens up play action, and demands respect in short yardage situations. That kind of impact doesn't always show up in a box score, but it shows up in wins.
Skattebo got an alley down the sideline, stays on his feet.
If someone asked you after one preseason snap whether Cam Skattebo would be a headline back this season, odds are you'd have laughed. But 6 weeks in, he's already one of the most entertaining and effective rookies in the league. He's proven he can dominate on the ground, be a threat in the passing game, and inject momentum into his team every time he touches the ball. He's not perfect. No one is. But the blend of fearlessness, toughness, and versatility you saw at Arizona State and that you saw explode in the Peach Bowl is alive and well in the NFL now.
2nd down 8, Skattebo. That one's trying to block. Humphrey with the block.
And if he keeps trending this way, it's not crazy to think he could end up as a top 5 running back in the league within a few seasons.
Dart, Skattebo. Ballinger a block, and then he is smothered. Skattebo in the middle. Jackhammers, nothing there. Again hit hard.
He's got the production, the durability, and that uncoachable edge that makes him stand out. And pair that with Jackson Dart, the fiery young quarterback who's quickly finding his rhythm in New York.
Good cut. Now here he goes, winding up, going. He's got him. Touchdown, Ballinger. Holy.
To pick their brains on the sideline, he says it's invaluable.
Boy, think of that quarterback room. Mel thinks 2nd down 9, wide open. Johnson can't lasso it, incomplete at the 33-yard line. But that's got to help a young quarterback.
And suddenly the Giants have a 1-2 punch that's built to terrorize the NFC East for years to come. The kind of duo that can control games, wear down defenses, and steal playoff wins when the stakes are highest. The Giants finally have their identity again, and it starts with a bruiser in the backfield and a gunslinger under center. This is Saturdays to Sundays. Subscribe for more college to NFL stories.